Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Kyle, also known as Riot, and I really have been looking forward to making this video all day, just because there's a couple things I want to get off my chest, and everybody's hopping on this Battlefield 1 hype train. I mean, I know it's awesome. This game is going to be amazing. I really cannot wait for it. I already have it pre-ordered, man. Like, this game is going to be probably the best game of the year. I'm calling this right now, Game of the Year, Battlefield 1, and a lot of, specifically Call of Duty players are trying to make that big switch from Call of Duty to Battlefield, and a lot of these Call of Duty players, specifically, I was stumbling on my words there, have never played a Battlefield game ever, period, and a lot of people are switching over to this game. They're going into this game blind, pretty much, and they're not really knowing what to expect. So, pretty much this video, what it's going to provide for you guys is, for those who have never played Battlefield before, and vice versa, for Battlefield players who never played COD before, these are pretty much going to be comparing the two games, and what pretty much makes these two games unique in their own ways, because again, these games are totally different from each other, and they both provide very different experiences. So, without further ado, let's hop right into this. Let's try to reach for around 15 or so likes on this video, and leave a comment down below. What game are you more excited for, Battlefield 1 or Infinite Warfare? Me personally, I am really excited for both of these games. I think, again, they're going to be unique in their own ways. They're going to be fun as hell to play, and I'm going to enjoy them both equally. So without further ado, let's hop right into this. So the first category that we're going to bring up is the gameplay between the two games. So first off, we're going to talk about Battlefield 1. So this is going to be pretty much when you hop right into the match, some things you're going to notice right off the bat, and yeah, so that's what it's going to be. Battlefield. Okay, Battlefield is a very slow-paced game compared to Call of Duty. The reason why it's so slow-paced is just because of the large-scale battles that happens within Battlefield. Normally, you're going to be playing games up to 64 players, and a lot of the games are going to take probably from 20 to 30 minutes long, depending on really what game mode you play, but most of the time, you're going to be playing up to 64 players, and I think one of the best, or the more popular game modes within the Battlefield franchise is Conquest, and that's where 5 flags, it's pretty much like domination. There's 5 flags scattered throughout the map, but it's just this giant, large map. There's a lot of vehicles all over the place. Like, there's a lot of jets you can drive, helicopters, tanks, whatever vehicles it is for that time period. And it's just a giant, large-scale battle. And again, depending on the amount of players you have, the longer the games last. And it's just a very, it just takes a long time to play this game. It's a very slow-paced, very strategic sort of gameplay aspects. I would have to say it's more teamwork based as well. If you have a squad, it's going to make a lot of things more easier for you to play. So that's Battlefield for you in terms of gameplay. So on the flip side, Call of Duty is a more fast-paced type of game. A lot of people like to play this game either casually or just more competitively. They have a pretty much mix of both. I'm more of a casual player, I would have to say so myself. But this is a more competitive game over the Battlefield franchise. A lot of people know there's a lot of tournaments that go on. There's a lot of esports and all that stuff with Call of Duty, and it's pretty much known as a competitive game. Call of Duty isn't, you don't really have a lot of players in lobbies as much as Battlefield. You don't have 64 players in a lobby. Normally it's like 6v6 game modes type of thing, or like 8v8 if you're playing ground war. And a lot of the Call of Duty games, or the maps in particular, they are a lot smaller than Battlefield's. I think Call of Duty has a lot more different game types, more variety of different game types to play. And I would say Call of Duty games take, they only take like 10 minutes. If you have to go to like school or something, you look at your watch and you say, oh, I have 10 minutes. I can play a quick Call of Duty game. That's where the casual aspect kicks in, because Call of Duty is one of those games where you can hop on if you have 10 minutes to kill, and you can just hop on and play a quick game, level up. So Call of Duty games go by really, really fast, and I think that's why a lot of people like COD to this day. So that is the gameplay with Call of Duty. Okay, the next sort of category we're going to be going over is the leveling. So we're going to be talking about in this category sort of how you level up in the game, how do you earn different weapons, attachments, as well as just other things like maybe another sort of currency in the game, how to further enhance like your gameplay, your experience within the game. All right, so Battlefield. Battlefield has a basic leveling system. I believe in Battlefield 4, it's either Battlefield 4 or Hardline. It's level 0 to 120, I believe, and basically it's just a simpler leveling system. Get kills, you get score, all that. You level up. Simple as that. Call of Duty has sort of the same sort of concept. We'll go over Call of Duty after we get done with Battlefield. You could do the same sort of leveling with operators and weapons, equipment in the game as well. And there's also a thing called assignments. Assignments are sort of, I guess, challenges you can do to unlock different camouflages as well as weapons, as well as just a bunch of other things, XP boosts, all that stuff. You could do by assignments, which are again just challenges. And another thing that Battlefield has that they do a really good job at doing, and I really like this feature, is the Battle Packs feature. So it's not like supply drops, not pay to win, all that, but with Battle Packs, you earn them pretty much. I think you get a gold Battle Pack. There's 3 rarity levels. There's bronze, silver, and gold, and they each have sort of their own rare chance of getting. I think you get gold Battle Packs every 10 levels. I think you get silver Battle Packs every 5, and I think you get a bronze every other level or something like that. I'm not really too sure how the system works, but with the battle packs, you can get attachments for different weapons, as well as emblems, camouflages, XP boosts. So you can literally get a 200% sort of double. You can get 4 times the XP. So that's really awesome that you can get. It's not by all means pay to win, I would say, because you can get this while playing pretty easily. Now, Call of Duty, on the other hand, you have the prestige. You have the basic leveling system, just like Battlefield has. You normally it's just 1 through like 50. I think 55 for Black Ops 3, or 50. I can't really remember right now at the top of my head. But it's just the basic leveling system. But with Call of Duty, you have a prestige mode. Every time you prestige, you get extra create class slots where you can do all that stuff, as well as you can level up your weapons and all that. And what COD has is what COD has that Battlefield doesn't have is that they have their own sort of master prestige type of thing. So you can get up to level 1,000. That's what a lot of people are going for. Another thing that Call of Duty has is like dark matter, all those other different challenges that you can, or all these other sort of things that you can go for within the game. That's sort of like, I guess, a substitute for what assignments are. So that's that. And another thing that Call of Duty has that a lot of people are upset about is supply drops, which have weapons in it. A lot of people think they're just sort of just a pay to win type of thing, which I agree on. So I think Battlefield does a better job with the battle packs and all of that. So I guess that's it in terms of leveling. I guess the main sort of difference is that Call of Duty has more of a prestige mode type of thing, where there's tons of levels and it's pretty much never ending. You leveling up, so there's something always to do in Call of Duty. But with Battlefield, I feel like there is more easier ways to unlock different, I guess, so weapons, and I just feel like there's more of a chance to get weapons, camouflages, and I feel like it's a lot of fun doing challenges and all that, if that makes any sense. But they're pretty similar with leveling, I would have to say. They are pretty similar. I could have named that category a little different, actually. I guess maybe unlocks or something. So that's that category, okay? Hopefully I explained it right, because I sort of flunked a little bit towards the end, I have to admit. But next up, we're going to be going over, this is the last category, and this is the online networking. So we're going to be talking about pretty much the servers, how they sort of play a role in your overall experience playing the game and playing with friends and all that stuff. So first, with Battlefield, Battlefield has their own sort of server browser, and with this server browser, I think they introduced it in Battlefield 3, I believe, because I don't remember it being in Bad Company 2, it could have been in there, but anyways, server browser, basically what you can do is you can set different filters. You can pretty much say if you want to play a Conquest game and you only want to play on a certain map, you can sort of have a filter so that you could see all the servers that are running on Battlefield, how many players are in it, how good of a connection you'll get if you do join the game, what map it's on, and yeah, etc., if it's hardcore, all that stuff. So that's a really awesome feature that a lot of people love about Battlefield, how there's a server browser and all that stuff, and it's just very easy to find lobbies. I think with Call of Duty, on the other hand, now we're going to jump into the Call of Duty section. Call of Duty has a more just a quick join type of feature. Battlefield has quick join as well, but Call of Duty only has quick join. So if you want to play Team Deathmatch, you just have to go to Team Deathmatch and hope you get a good lobby, a good enough connection, all that stuff. But here's the catch. Call of Duty has a better party system, I would have to say. People can just join in, leave the party, join the party, but within your party, you can then go to a private match. You can then go to a theater mode. If you want to watch an awesome clip, you can create your class right from the menu. You don't have to be in game to really create your class. You can look at all of your challenges as well as all that. So I think there's a pretty significant sort of, difference. So with Battlefield, you're getting this server browser. You can look at all that stuff, which is really awesome. But with Call of Duty, you can do a little more stuff as sort of a group, a party, and you can create your class right from the menu. You don't have to join that. It just provides a little more, I guess. Call of Duty provides a little more, what's the word? A little more, I don't know the word. It's just easy, I guess. Provides more of it. I don't know the word. Oh my god, it's gonna piss me off. But I guess also another thing is that Battlefield, with the server browser, I think a lot of problems arise out of that. Like, also with the server browser, you can actually rent your own server in Battlefield 4 and Hardline, I believe, as well. So you can rent your own server, pretty much give yourself your own rules, your own sort of things, and there can be a lot of boosting that can arise out of that. So I guess that's a negative aspect from the server browsers. But anyways, to conclude all of this, because we're pretty much wrapping it up, Battlefield as a whole is just a more slow-paced type of game. There is a lot more strategy involved, I would have to say. The more people, the more you're going to win the game, and the more fun it's going to be, okay? I'm going to have to say that. It's a lot of... Battlefield's a great game for more people. If you have a squad of maybe like 3 or 4, maybe even more people, it's a lot of fun. Battlefield also has a very it's realistic gameplay, guys. Bullet drop, recoil control, you need to master all of that in order to be good at the game. It takes a little bit longer to learn than Call of Duty does, and I guess that's the summary of Battlefield. Call of Duty, it's a very fast-paced game, very competitive game, very easy to learn, and I guess a good thing about Call of Duty is that there's a new game every year, so you have a brand new experience every single year, which is awesome. Battlefield takes a little longer, but Battlefield does an amazing job, I would have to say, with their DLCs, and they have a lot of free content that always drops for Battlefield. So I hope this video sort of helped you guys sort of decide on what games to maybe buy this year, maybe give you guys a better understanding of what to expect when Battlefield comes out, or vice versa, when Call of Duty comes out. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I wasn't rambling on too much, because that seems like what I normally do in these types of long commentaries, and after this I really need a drink, I'll tell you, because my throat is getting dry. But hopefully this video, again, provided some help, I guess you can say. I don't know. But if you guys enjoy, again, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you guys enjoy the background gameplay too. That was some Hardline, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.